Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are seeing this place for the very first time, you're highly welcome. My name is Lillian. I live here in Mexico with my family. Please consider subscribing to my channel and of course turn your bell notification on so that anytime at all I upload another video, you will be the first to be notified about it. And to you my returning subscribers, oh, thank you so much for always returning to watch my videos. I really do appreciate all your support on this channel. Thank you. Okay, so guys, in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you my experience with the races here in Mexico. Okay, yeah, first of all let me start by telling you about Mexicans are very lovely people. When I say lovely, they are very lovely. They are family oriented. Their hospitality is top notch. Okay, I'm talking from my personal experience. I mean, the kind of love they have showered I and my family, my kids especially. Anytime we go out, oh my god, I can tell you that each time we go out, my kids receive a lot of gifts from them. You see people adoring them, you know, that feeling of wanting to hold them forever. Oh my god, you see them being overwhelmed anytime they see my children. Okay, that is how good and how lovely the Mexicans are. But it doesn't overrule the fact that there are racists here in Mexico. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, I can tell you that 8% of the Mexicans are really good. Okay, when I say good, they are extremely good. They can go all out for you. They can, I mean, the way they take care of anyone around them is really interesting. Okay, now let's dive into the story of today. Back in 2020, when I gave birth to my daughter Kaima, okay, yeah, I experienced this racist right in the hospital, on the hospital bed, guys, right after putting to bed, right after giving birth to my precious daughter. Okay, yeah, so after I put to bed, okay, the doctors, of course, were the ones that delivered me. So they wheeled me from the theater. Usually here, when a woman puts to bed, she is not automatically wheeled into the ward. She would first of all be wheeled into the recuperation room, where she will undergo, you know, series of tests or series of checkups to ensure that everything is fine with her before she will finally be wheeled into the main ward or general ward or private ward. Okay, so on that fateful day, when the doctors were, you know, wheeled me out from the labor room to the recuperation room, okay, normally the nurses on duty, you know, at the recuperation room were supposed to come and take over from the doctor. If they see a doctor coming out from the labor room with a patient, they will quickly go and take over the bed because it's a movable bed. They will take the patient and position the patient on the, because there is usually a number tag on each bed. So when they take over from the doctor, they will go and position the patient on the number she belongs. Okay, so this particular woman was supposed to come and take me from the doctor to position me. Immediately she cited that it was a black woman that was on that bed. She moved back, she turned back. Okay, so that doctor had no choice than to, you know, wheel me into the recuperation room by himself and position me by himself. Okay, I'm sure he understood, or he noticed what that woman did. Okay, so I kept quiet and I was observing. Okay, so right after I was positioned, you know, that particular woman was supposed, or that particular nurse was supposed to take care of all the patients. Okay, she was supposed to clean the person up, change the person change the person's pad, you know, attend to the person. I mean, so, and she was doing that quite all right, but look at what happened. She would be at, because we were in a row, all the women that put to bed were in a row. Okay, so she was attending to us one after the other, one after the other. If she comes to you, she will attend, clean you up, and then, you know, check your baby and see if anything, if he or she needs attention. Okay, now this woman would check all the white men, check them one after the other. If she got to me, she will pretend to be busy, go back to her table, and after some time she will come again and skip me. She would not even attend to me, okay? And while she was doing that, she would just be looking at me to see if I was noticing what she was doing, okay? I mean, there was this strong dislike on her face, like she doesn't like me or she didn't like me at all, okay? And I was observing. Okay, meanwhile, there were two nurses there. So the other nurse, I noticed that the other one didn't like me. So anything I needed, I was asking the other nurse, please, this. And she was, oh my God, the other nurse liked me a lot. The other nurse, I mean, every other person in that hospital, when they saw a black woman, they were overwhelmed, okay? I know most of you will say, why didn't I report her or something, okay? You guys, I had no strength for that because normally I was the joy of welcoming my baby girl even overwhelmed me, so I had no strength for bad energy like her, okay? So I kept quiet and I was observing her. Now the other nurse kept attending to me. Anything I wanted, she would gladly, she would always come every now and then asking me if I needed anything at all, okay? Now look at what happened. She went to the other woman and was trying to convince her to dislike me also. These people, you may ask, how did I know? These people, when they are gossiping about you, you will surely know. They don't pretend, or they don't know how to cover up, okay? So I was just watching this woman, but the other one refused to be convinced because naturally the love was so much. She was even all over me, trying to ask me, but I wasn't understanding Spanish, at all, okay? So she tried all her possible best to convince the other woman. She made sure that she wanted the both of them to join forces against me, but that one did not allow that, okay? She kept attending to me, anything I wanted. So now it got to a point that all the doctors that delivered me came to ask me how I was doing, okay? Because in that hospital, anytime if they just notice that you speak English, everybody will be all over you, trying to interact with you, speak, trying to practice the little English they know, okay? Now when that racist of a woman noticed that everybody was all over me, like I was just feeling like a celebrity. Everybody was all over me, asking me how my baby was doing. My baby, they were taking care of her every now and then, giving her milk because my breast milk wasn't flowing then. So she was so hungry that they had to, take care of my baby. Was well taken care of, okay? If left for the other woman, I would have suffered in her hands. I'm telling you, this woman didn't touch me. She refused to touch me. She refused to come close to me. She refused, practically no pretense at all, no cover up. She refused to come close to me. Now look at what happened. When she saw that the majority were all over me, appreciating me, like I was feeling like a celebrity in that hospital. So at a point, the solution that I was receiving, that's the drip I was receiving, okay, the needle shifted, it wasn't flowing again. So the nurses there, that particular nurse, that my friend nurse, removed the cannula and was trying to put a fresh cannula. Now no vein, so they were searching for my vein. I have this fleshy skin, so they were searching for my vein for a long time. They didn't see. Now look at what happened. That particular racist of a nurse now volunteered when she saw that many people were already, like, many people loved me. So when she saw that many people loved me, she now volunteered to come and search for my vein. When she came closer to touch me, I told her, please don't touch me. I embarrassed her like, people were, I wish the number of people that were surrounded, like that surrounded my bed, okay, trying to appreciate me, trying to admire me and all of that, okay. So when she saw that the majority was on my side, she now carried her two left legs to come and put cannula for me. When she said, hey, I said, no, please don't touch me. Every other person was looking, like they were surprised. They were surprised to see that I didn't like her. They were surprised, but they didn't know what she did all this while, okay? Maybe the other nurse noticed, but she couldn't say anything. She couldn't say anything, of course, okay? So I told her not to touch me. And normally here, Okay, at that hospital, anybody you want to attend to you will attend. Anybody you don't want around you, they will gladly take that person away from you. Okay, so when I told them, please, no, I don't want, I embarrassed. Everybody was just looking at. She went away shamefully. Okay, they now called the doctor that delivered my baby, and then the doctor came, searched for my vein, and put the cannula back. You know, so guys, this might sound funny, okay, but to be honest, this is not funny. Okay, just imagine if that woman was the only person I was left under her care. Do you know how I would have suffered? Do you know how I would have been neglected? Okay, just because of skin color, just because of race, just because of what I don't even understand. Okay, so this is my experience with this racist. Before then, I used to hear people say I experienced a racist, this and that. She didn't like me, he didn't like me, but I never knew it was that serious. Okay. So after that encounter, it was not up to 1 hour. She carried her bag and left. Then those for the night shift came. Okay. Before she could come back the following day, I had already left the recuperation room. Okay. So this is my experience with this racist of a woman. Okay. I mean, it wasn't funny at all. Honestly, imagine if this woman was the one that was even delivering my baby, or if this woman was the one that was the only one there. Can you imagine how I would have suffered in her hands? Honestly, this is not funny at all. It's not funny. Anytime I remember this, we are all one. We are all one. Whether you are black, whether you are green, whether you are black, whether you are yellow, whether you are white, we are all one. Okay, there shouldn't be any discrimination. I mean, God that created us, that spiced the color up, knows what he did. Okay, so there is no, say no to racism. It is not worth it. Okay, because at the end of the day, nobody is going to benefit from it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, if you watched up till now, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.